So I just saw this very disturbing video on TikTok of what looks like a funeral, a burial of a young lady being lowered in the ground in her casket. This appears to happen in Edo State, in Benin City. And in the grave, the casket is open so you can see the deceased. But that is not the only thing you see in this video. You also see a puppy, a little dog, in the casket on top of the deceased. And this is the part everyone lost their shit in the comment. This is the part I was confused. You see the dog in the casket, you see the body in the casket, you see the mourners, the loved ones, the family, up above the grave, throwing sand in. And in my mind, I'm like, are you even not seeing the dog? Because it looks like the dog is trying to crawl out, to come out of the wherever he was, like he's trying to get out of there. At first, I assumed the dog fell inside, the owner that is passed. But this is a little puppy, so I don't know how the little puppy would have gotten in there. And somewhere in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe they'll get it out. However, there's a video still that shows when the casket closes with a dog inside. Upon checking the comment section, it turned out that this is actually a practice between certain groups in Edo State, where a deceased who is believed to have died untimely and believed that her death or his death was not natural and that somebody was responsible, they will be buried with a puppy, with a dog. And in the comment, people are asking, why is the dog, this is animal abuse, but why? What is the significance of this? What is the tradition behind this? And so far, we've not gotten any explanation other than someone saying that the reason why the live puppy, the living puppy, is being buried along with the dead is so that the dog can help her find her killers, can sniff out her killers, can direct her to find the killers. Somebody made a video and said it's to scratch her face, because if the dog wants to die, it's going to do some scratching and struggling, and that is supposed to wake the deceased girl's spirit, find her killers. And still, this explanation doesn't really justify the essence of this being animal abuse. It's very shocking that this practice is still ongoing in some places in Nigeria. If not for this TikTok, some of these videos, some of these things we would not even know, because the last one that was shocking to me was the one we talked about where the casket is opened and they poured the sand inside the casket. And it's like, what is the need of putting a deceased person in a casket if you're going to pour sand directly on the person? Now we're seeing a situation where there is a puppy inside being buried alive with a dead woman, with hopes that the spirits, the puppy will escort her to the spirit world and help her sniff out her killers. Things we see, things people do. I don't know how many puppies must have been buried alive in this people's tradition, in this village, but it looks like it's enough puppy to be deemed animal abuse. Just my thoughts. I mean, I understand burying, if you feel like your loved one was killed by somebody, bury them with a knife, bury them with a machete, with an axe, with a broom. But to bury them with a living animal, yikes.